And at this point, she knew obviously that I was struggling. I was hiding my drinking. I had gone to rehab once, came out, fell flat on my face. One night she came home and found me blacked out in the car out front here at our house. And she couldn't get the car door open and she thought I was dead in there. And finally she found the car keys, came out and got me. And she didn't know what to do other than to reach out to friends that we had at the church, a friend that I worked with at the church. And that basically started the process of me having to tell the entire church that I worked for that I was struggling with addiction, with alcoholism. And that started the process of me leaving the church. Um, and that started the process of me losing what I thought my purpose was in life. And so that started the process of the progression going a lot faster of alcoholism.
So did it feel like you were leaving the church, or did it feel like you were being pushed out?
So
Like,
that I
whose
still have,
idea was it, basically, is what I'm getting at here.
it wasn't my idea. I'll
Mm,
put it that way, right? I'm trying to change how I tell this story because for years, like it was very apparent that I had a resentment towards the people that were kind of in charge. But I've kind of grown away from that and grown out
mhm,
of that resentment. I've forgiven them, and I've tried to accept my part in it and tried to see it from their side. Right? It
mhm,
was a new church start that I was at that point, so they were very vulnerable to things. So I understand. I wish that it would have gone differently. I wish because I felt like I was very close friends with the pastor and I felt like a good friend of mine just abandoned me when I needed him most,
yeah,
right? So it was hurtful. Um, but just thinking back on it now and the experiences that I've had, like how well do you really know anybody? How close are you really to anybody as
mhm,
far as friendship is concerned? I've grown a lot since then, and I've owned my side of that, and
mhm,
I forgive them for that. I
mhm,
hope that they forgive me for what the situation I put them in,
mhm,
right?
yeah,
But that started the process of my drinking just went off the charts at
yeah,
that point because I lost who I thought I was.
mhm,
A part of me was gone; it was dead, and I'm like, well, now what? What do I have? Who am I? If I'm not a worship leader, music director, music guy, I'm just a
mhm,
drunk. So I might as well play into that, right? So that leads me to the worst day of my life.